Hey guys, welcome back to Island Talk. The last, the last episode that we had, well, the last two were on interracial relationships, and we actually got quite a bit of feedback and comments on it.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, we really appreciate the feedback and the comments, and to hear what other people's opinions are or their own experience with it. And so,
it's been great. It's been really, it's been great, and there's been a lot of not only interest, but a lot of opinions as well too, and we appreciate all of them. The good thing is it takes courage to share, so thank you guys for having the courage to share. And then number two, thank you for asking us more questions for people who truly don't know, and that's what we're here for.
yeah, so we decided to have our friends on who have their own type of story. They are interracial, and they just had a new baby, and so we didn't even know their story, but listening to their story, it's a lot different than ours, and it's very interesting.
Yeah, and I will say that one person wasn't accepted because of the other person's race by some person's family, and it may not be what you think. So
yes,
enjoy
and stay tuned, and we'll just keep this ongoing. It's been really interesting.
I agree.
You can go off an average, but I will
go
Google
through
it. Give me my phone.
5 years of college locker room. Guaranteed to you.
Came through dripping Aquafina, I'm sipping 15, kept a weapon on me. Blow make bitches, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us red run when I tell a bit peace. Love is love.
Love is love. Love is love.
No girl would want that though. That's a different conversation, but I really don't understand.
Let's just go through the bloopers of the draft right now. They're like,
no, I'm just.
Hey, question. Hey, how do y'all feel about that? Should the girlfriend not worry and just like ride it out?
No, absolutely not.
Or do you break up the beforehand?
Let her talk.
No. So it always perplexed me when I saw a very tall, thick athlete who was like,
I think all the women that are with these guys are they're naive if they think they're gonna still be with him after they're making millions. Sorry.
That has nothing to do with it. What I'm trying to say is, okay, you see a 6'7" NBA player, and then his girlfriend's like 5'2". And he claims that his forearm is very similar to items below the belt. Who in their right mind is going to let that destroy their womanhood? That's not sexy. That's not an achievement. That's just
I have something to say. Because she's 5'2", does that make her vaginal canal a different size?
No,
yes.
It's not relative.
Like, it's proportionate to
if
the
you
human.
have ever watched porn,
Ew. Is this no?
Nah.
Oh my god!
I swear I don't know this answer for real. I don't know if
it's not a relative thing.
I assumed.
Well, because I'm curious for real.
I am like, you can't anatomically, it doesn't make sense, right? Like, every part of you proportionate except for vagina. That doesn't, like, just the miraculous hole that keeps on giving, like the deep, never-ending river. No.
Do you think that somebody who's 6 foot, a woman who's 6 foot, has a longer and can handle more?
I don't think it's relative.
I wouldn't say necessarily handle more, but I think that they'd have more circumference. Like, think of it as a box, okay? You have a box this big, and the anatomical object is this big. Well, if you're taller, your anatomical box would be a little bit bigger.
I had a buddy who had it was like 12 inches flaccid. I knew he was like 2 foot hard, and like his girlfriend was knee high to a grasshopper.
And she took it
all day, every day.
You don't.
I'm not even kidding.
We've been on the chat for like less than 2 minutes, and we're already here.
I'm just saying that doesn't mean it. Okay, we can switch it. But I just don't believe it.
I mean, I heard of like 6'3", and it's like too big, and I'm like, he's Chinese.
No, what? That's racist.
Oh, sorry.
That is because Isn't that racist?
This is the point
it's true.
That's a racial stereotype. Like as if Asian people are the only ones with small penises.
We all small.
Okay, I am not a hoe. I see a lot of penises at work. That ain't true. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, all of y'all have a representative in the small dick committee.
Doesn't matter their race.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
So can you say that black men have bigger dicks or not?
I agree.
You can go off an average, but I would
go
Google
through
it.
one.
Give me my phone.
5 years of college locker room. Guaranteed to you.
We're just gonna use Google. Average.
Just.
Yep. She's like, I don't know. She's obviously maybe not, but I would think she has more.
I would.
Okay, so we went over this the other day. She is a science mind, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense mind.
Right.
I'm sorry, Google is gonna tell me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. Okay, so the study of 115 men from Nigeria. I don't know why they picked that, but what? Okay, found that's also racist. Do you see? We've been having racial conversations since we had the baby because he doesn't understand. Oh, that's racist. Can't make an elephant.
We're talking about dicks.
Okay. 115 men from Nigeria found that the average flaccid stretched penis length of a Nigerian male was 13 centimeters, 5 inches long, which is near identical to the worldwide average flaccid penis of 13.2. So having that assumption that African American male penises are longer on average is not true based on this small study, single place.
No pun intended.
Google doesn't lie.
I'm going with Moxy. He's seen a lot of dicks. He's a meat gazer.
Just saying, like we were half and half. There was a bunch of white boys. There's a bunch of black boys, and all the black boys had a lot more to play with.
What's the next topic?
Okay, sorry. I don't even know how we got here. We got here because you brought it up, Nnenna, about the freaking. We were talking about the girl coming in the camera and the mom pushing her away, grabbing her waist. Like, a 5'2" woman cannot take all that dick. Okay. Sorry, Pat will reroute us because that's what he does best. Let's give a little bit about your guys' background.
Okay,
so, Nnenna, what is your ethnicity?
I'm Nigerian, African American, and born and raised here. Go back to Nigeria every year until I started med school. 33 years old. I was born and raised in Garland, went to SMU, that's how I met Matt, and went from there.
And Moxy, you are?
As Caucasian as they come.
Just say your background. They didn't ask your race.
Nnenna, have you always been attracted to white guys?
Hell to the no.
And Moxy, have you been attracted to black women?
Since I can remember.
You have been?
Never acted on it.
He has said that.
Can we go back to penis size?
No, he's being honest. He was like he's always been, but he told me he was.
I was like
scared.
Yeah,
what was the word you used?
Huh? I was always intimidated by it.
Intimidated.
So, Moxy, where you were raised, were there black women there?
Say again?
Were there black women where you were raised?
No. I was completely, if y'all, because we're going into the race, I was completely absent to racial everything.
Came through dripping Aquafina, I'm sipping 15, kept a weapon on me. Blow make bitches, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell a bit peace. Love is love. Love is